we are going to be diving into Black Myth Wukong PS5 gameplay, and I am going to be showing you performance mode, maybe even fiddling with a few of the settings right here at the beginning, just to show why I have been critical of this performance mode. It actually does a seemingly pretty good job at maintaining 60 FPS. I've already seen some testing videos. It does drop into like the 40s when there's a lot of particle effects, certain attacks when you get hit, but largely the biggest dips I was seeing was in some combat like 57, but, you know, maintaining 60. My main issue is how FSR is being utilized to maintain performance, maintain the 60 frames per second, and it's a video it's an image degradation problem. The resolution, the overall quality of the image, there is this blurring effect that takes place. It looks very muddy. It looks very, just again, blurry and not very good, I don't think. Now, I had a lot of people disagreeing with me. They said, I think performance mode runs great on the PS5. I think that's awesome. I think it's great that the game is receiving wonderful praise. It's getting like a 96% on Steam and like a 95% on PlayStation. Not surprising at all to see a huge disparity between the user scores and the overall Metacritic and OpenCritic scores. I kind of said that. I said, I actually think this game's going to be a huge hit. I continue to say that I thought it was going to be a Game of the Year contender. So if you are having a perfectly fine time with PlayStation 5 performance mode, great. I'm happy for you. VRR and TV settings are not going to change anything that I'm experiencing because, again, this is not an issue with the frame rate. It is maintaining a good frame rate. It is an image quality degradation that I'm just noticing, and once I notice something like that, it's really hard to unsee it. Now, I will say I do feel like I'm getting the best results by running the weak or the strong on motion blur. So I'm just going to show you no motion blur performance mode and just try to point out what I'm talking about. Just a basic spin test that I like to do in games. You will notice that it is maintaining frames. It's not skipping. It's not stuttering in any way. But as you're moving and as you're spinning, I feel like there is a general blurring effect that takes place. Now, you might notice in this particular instance, there's almost no blurring on the rocks. The blurring seems to happen mostly when there is foliage, trees, things like that. It has, like, I think, again, like a muddy look to it, just even kind of quickly back and forth here. You might notice that the log looks largely pretty clear and not too bad, but the area beyond it sort of has this fuzzy, muddy effect to it. And again, if you don't notice that, that's great. I think a lot of people are probably just mainly looking at their character, and when you're mainly focusing on the character, you won't notice it as much. There is also sort of a fuzzy nature to the character as you're moving sometimes that I think is also very noticeable. Now, I feel like motion blur weak really cleans it up. I feel like it just sort of creates a general, just soft blurring effect that I do feel like cleans up some of what I've had some issues with. You can run it at strong. I do feel like the strong motion blur is a little bit more noticeable. And I don't like it. It's almost like it gets too close to the character. I feel like the motion blur is weak, and I generally turn motion blur off. I'm a huge proponent of that's like one of the first things I turn off. I turn off film grain, and then I turn off motion blur. So let me get game sound for you guys, and let's check out this game. Let's play a little bit, and I am actually thrilled that it's getting such good reception. I really am, because I do feel that this game has tons of potential. It does seem to be doing exceptionally well in China. It seems like that's the vast majority of the people who are buying it on Steam. But even if you limit the reviews on Steam to your, I limited it to English, it was still getting a 93%. The general enemies seem to be a pretty standard fare, like they don't take a whole lot, and then you self-advance with your sparks, and the nice thing is you can always reclaim those. Oh no, you can't. You can reclaim them when you're spending them, like if you change your mind. I thought maybe you could reclaim them all the time. Yeah, once you confirm where they're going to go, I came back out here and it said I could reclaim all my sparks, but once you back out, it probably secures them and keeps them I thought you could respec at any time. I thought that was going to be like a cool feature that I was going to praise. Turns out that's not the case. I didn't do much last night other than run around. I fought like a single boss, like kind of the first blue. I think it was like the first blue boss, and he had like a big axe. I have been told that there are updates to FSR that could potentially be put in this game that would smooth out some of the things that I don't like. Oh, you can reclaim them when you're at a rest spot. Thank you, Infinite. I was like, man, I thought that was a great feature. I was like, you can always respec. Thank you for the $5 super chat for Vote Natural. I say Reforge, I haven't ordered this game. I just joined your stream. So far, what's your thought in terms of performance on PS5? It is utilizing elements of FSR to maintain frames per second, and I think it does a good job maintaining frames per second. What I don't think is good is there's a very noticeable blurring or muddying effect that happens in the game that I find really off-putting. And that is something that, to me, is where I'm being critical. I tweeted last night. I said, you know, this has a bad performance mode. I encourage people to wait and not buy it. I had a ton of people disagreeing with me. I feel like I am largely in the minority. So don't let my... I'm kind of picky. Don't let my pickiness dissuade you from the game. It's got great review scores virtually everywhere. It's got great review scores virtually everywhere from the users, a significantly higher review score than what we saw on OpenCritic and Metacritic. Combat feels good. Combat feels punchy. Camera, it's off-putting for me. It doesn't seem smooth. I don't notice any issues with the camera. Guys, thank you for 100 likes already. Let me get the goal up. You guys have done such an incredible job supporting the channel lately with the weekly goal that unlocks community game night. You guys have been hitting the stretch goals and really enjoying my wife continuing her playthrough of Destiny on Friday nights. And you did unlock a Saturday stream. I never stream on Saturday, and you guys unlocked that. So we hit 500 member pluses. So thank you for that. And we will do that this Saturday. You guys are at 515 member plus and above, so keep upgrading, keep supporting the channel, and we'll keep doing those extra streams for you to celebrate. It's like being sensitive to instrument tuning. Some people can't hear it and some people can't not hear it. It's the same with visual. Yo, Paco renews their membership on the VIP. Thank you. And so does Borbs. And VIP and Member Plus renewals count. Thank you guys for doing that. Assuming they want us to go down there. Patrick Q renews as well. I'm not waiting for nothing. I would rather caution people about things that I'm seeing and be like, hey, don't buy or wait to buy. I would rather caution you than just be like, than just blindly support a game and be like, yeah, get it. You know what I mean? Skanda of Form is a key item. Okay. And a 20 bomb comes in from MASH. Absolutely massive MASH. And I now owe you guys 5 members. Every 25 I give 5. And this guy just blasted us up. There's like a little frog. Hey! He like explodes after you kill him. That was rude. YouTube makes it look way worse than it is. Yeah, YouTube's really going to struggle with compression. Until AV1 becomes standard for streaming, we're always going to deal with that. There's nothing I can do to smooth that out for you. So, I wish that I could. I do everything I can to give you guys the best gameplay. You know, I've upgraded my capture card. I've tweaked settings. I always want to make sure you guys are getting the best you know, the best footage of a game possible, but there's just only so much I can do from my end of control. Yo, and my man Mike on the mic gifts a member and bumps it to 78. Don't be afraid of those single gifteds, guys. I appreciate the support so much. Thoughts on the game? Combat feels good. I actually really like the voice acting. I have the Chinese voice actors. I think the opening sequence and the story, it actually seems really dope. So for me, my main issue is just I don't think that the FSR performance mode is very good. I'm really liking the jumping. I didn't do that much last night. And another gifted member from Therapy Quantified takes us to 79. Thank you so much. $60 price can't tag. I'm also not a fan of the voice acting so far. Oh, you're not. I think the Chinese voice acting is great. But you know, I don't speak Chinese, so I can't really judge their voice acting. I just feel like it makes the game feel more authentic. So, I feel like we're supposed to get up on that bridge somehow. So I remember some of the reviews talking about invisible walls. I think we're kind of seeing some of that right now where, you know, navigation and where I can go or where I'm supposed to go isn't really clear. Like I came all the way back here to fight that guy and to gather that thing, and it's just sort of, it feels like somewhat of an arbitrary dead end. So we'll have to backtrack, it seems. There doesn't seem to be a way up. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I am playing on the PS5, yes. What other voice options were there? I just switched it from English to Chinese. I didn't check. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if I missed a path. Maybe here. No, I came up and I caught this guy and I looked down there. Maybe we can go up here? Yeah, some of the enemies I'm not quite sure if they're supposed to be... Are they just kind of filling the area? Because some of them, they don't even seem to attack. They just kind of... Like, I was like waiting for him to attack and he just kind of stood there. Yeah, I was right. We had to kind of backtrack to get to this bridge. Music is phenomenal. Like, it's good for tone setting. I think sound effects are very good. Sound design is very good. His running... Wait, this is where we were, is it not? Yeah, it is. I'm confused now. We've got to be missing a pathway somewhere. Or maybe... without the map or the enemies, your guide? Perhaps. I played a little bit last night, and I feel like I kind of came from this area, and I reached I got that chest by killing some guys, and I hit this. So I think we have to go this way across the bridge. I must be just listening. I'm listening. I must just be missing a path or something. So we went to the left over there with like the heads and stuff. So maybe we need to go to the right. Actions cost stamina. I really wish more games would adopt that Elden Ring feature that when you're not in combat, sprinting shouldn't cost stamina. Oh, that's right. This building. Sorry, I forgot about the building. So use self-advance to awaken, level up to gain sparks, and awaken more abilities. Got it. I think, let's see if we have any. Inventory-wise, I kind of wish I could take off the helmet. There's no way to do that. I can't take it off. So, yep. Okay, so we have a spark. All right. Now, here's something that might confuse some people in the beginning. So your sparks are spent here on stamina, martial arts, and survival skill trees. Your sparks are also spent on your stances as well as your mysticism. Each talent level moderately increases damage dealt to immobilized enemies, and then hitting an immobilized enemy with a light attack. So this is basically me adding to immobilize. That's one of my current like spells. So you can disable headgear. Oh my gosh, where can you do that? I wanted to do that so badly this morning for my thumbnail, and I was like, well, we'll just roll with it. I looked in the settings and I couldn't find it. I was kind of in a hurry. I was making my thumbnails and my descriptions this morning. Each talent level slightly increases health recovery upon consuming a focus point. Enables sprinting while charging. Performing a heavy attack during a light attack combo with a focus point consumed allows the destined one to execute. I think I'm just going to do this one. Okay, so let me go back into settings. I looked in game... Oh, show headgear. Oh my gosh. There he is. There's his face. So it'll still show it in this menu, but it won't show it in the game. It wouldn't have necessarily helped my screenshot then, because my screenshot I took in menu because I liked it nice and zoomed in. Lono's the kid that did his homework in the morning on the bus. I mean, I don't know why you got to put me on blast like that. That's so freaking accurate. That's kind of irritating, Zubair. We got you. I mean, he totally pegged, like, that's exactly what I did. Whoa. Not this time. Little popper frogs. How does it feel? I think the combat feels good. I think the frame rate is consistent and stable. There are moments of stutters and snags, but they're not that significant. My main gripe with performance mode is there's a pretty noticeable image fuzziness and blurriness that happens, which I am told is basically just, that's FSR. FSR is just not the greatest. And I think it's very easily seen in this game when you're moving around, which is frustrating because it's a very beautiful game. One of my frustrations with 30 FPS has always been, has always been that I feel like 30 FPS makes the game look blurry. This game maintains 60, but there's like a blurring effect. Like the best experience I'm having, I put on weak motion blur. Like, weak motion blur seems to clean it up the most. The game is very ape-feeling to me. I will probably follow a guide. You know, monkey see, monkey do. As for Lono, he needs to stop monkeying around. All right, Mash. That's quite enough. What was Digital Foundry John Linneman talking about? You guys are saying, really, wow. What did Eugene say? What was John Linneman talking about? Let me gift the 5 members that I owe you guys. We hit 75. You're the best. I almost always turn off motion blur. This is not the first. This is probably the first time I've ever been like, yeah, I have to turn on motion blur to make the game look better. Oh, I think we found a secret. Hang on, though. Oh, the game doesn't have HDR. Yeah, no HDR. Thank you guys again for great support for gameplay. I really appreciate it. Feel free to smash like as well. Let's get 200 likes on the video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I definitely feel like this game just has such a great vibe and tone. Even a little moment like that. Like I really like what they're doing. I'm gonna do hitting with light attack extends the duration of the next immobilization inflicted on them. Each talent level memory increases. I'm gonna do that one. Let's do a little bit of increasing the damage we do when they're immobilized. Oh, that's right. And I remember one of the reviews. Oh. Okay, you'll find will inside of those things. Will is like the currency in the game. I remember one of the reviews said too, like, make sure and look around. Like sometimes there's really good things to pick up, and you'll walk right past them if you're not careful. What does the gameplay feel like? Sekiro, Devil May Cry. I don't feel any similarities to Sekiro. I want to say, what's this the most like? I don't know. It's got its own feel. I'll be dead honest with you. I'll turn motion blur to strong if you guys want to see it. I think it's... The best way I can describe it as strong is it's like the blur is too close to the player. Right now the blur feels far enough away that I can ignore it. Yo, Zephyrus with 8 months of members. Game of the Year, Black Myth Wukong. Unfortunately, the gaming press didn't give it good enough treatment for that to happen. I don't think the gaming press liked it enough for this to get a Game of the Year nomination. Although, I would say, based off of, you know, based off of everything we've seen, you know, the users are loving this a whole lot more than the review outlets. Okay, it's not that simple, huh?
把你变为一只金蝉，你可顺着前面的火光探一探这山中的虚实。小庙还有诸多神奇妙用，日后你自会明白。
Do I like this more than Stellar Blade? I think I liked Stellar Blade's combat more than this because I'm a huge fan of parrying.
黑风山的后山重地藏着不少秘密，想四处探探的话，务必留神金蝉的存续时间。若是遇上穷途迷路之处，小神自会暗中提点。 放心去吧。又出来先走了，这就是这个
I can de-transform anytime. Ooh. He got me. I was trying to figure out how to heal. I haven't healed yet. I was like, how do you heal? You just hit... Does like L1 bring something up? Poor thing was minding its own business. Also seems like there is... Oh, L1 just heals you? That was weird. I hit L1. I must have gotten stunned. I hit L1 and like nothing happened. Yeah, I totally hit L1 because I looked down in the corner. I was like, oh, do I hold L1 to like bring up the menu? So I guess I can't transform again. Okay. So it seems like there are shoves. Maybe you out of gourd. I wasn't out of gourd. I just rested. It just didn't do anything. I must have been stunned from the first hit. Okay, so he does a 3 there. Okay. Oh gosh. I wonder if you can jump above that. I don't understand why I can't do... I had a thing to do there and he wouldn't do it. I kept holding R and hitting the thing to freeze him and it wouldn't do it. I did it before he slammed the ground. I don't understand that ability at all. I should have been able to freeze him well before he did those 3 hits. Why is your damage so low? Here, hang on a second. Hang on. Let me drag my camera. I promise you, I had an ability and it wouldn't let me use it. I don't understand how that works. So, like, down here in the corner, I'll fill up this little meter... And then I'm supposed to be able to use my R1 ability, and it wouldn't let me do it. I don't understand what the problem was. Like, you hold R1, see how this, like, this thing pops up? I was doing that, and it wouldn't let me immobilize him. Right now, you can see the white bar is filled, and there's a little white dot. It wouldn't let me use it against him. Like, when he reared back, I did it to stop him. It's a great way to stun him. And it wouldn't let me do it. It bugs out when you get hit to use immobile. I hadn't been hit yet, though. See, I have one right now. Down in the corner. Oh, I get it. I get it. Immobilize has to replenish. Okay, I figured it out. Just because I have the point to spend doesn't mean that Immobilize is ready. Okay, I didn't understand that. I was like, why won't it let me do it? So Mobilize cools down even though I have a point right now. So right now what I could decide to do is I can use that for a heavy attack instead. Okay, now I understand. Oh, this is bad. The range on that's tough. Oh, he does a final one. Dang it. Got him. The point has nothing to do with Immobilize. You can use Immobilize without the white dot. Oh my gosh, I thought you needed the white dot to do Immobilize. You'd use the white dot for heavy. Oh my gosh. I'm an idiot. Cannot absorb spirits without guidance? What? Was I not supposed to do this yet? Was I not supposed to do it? Here, let me move myself back down. I totally misunderstood that I totally misunderstood that feature. I thought you had to have a point to use your spell. Did it before you met an NPC? Okay, I can collect it later. Okay, that's fine. I'm hardcore, boys. Hang on. I gotta go back and heal. I gotta go back and rest. Holy frick. Wait, wasn't it back here? Where we flew forward? Aha. The gourd from the dog station heals you to full health. I have it equipped and it doesn't. Oh, okay, that's all I have right now. What's this? I really like Immobilize, so I'm gonna Okay. Okay. Immobilize seems like a must. It feels really good. I can't believe I completely misunderstood how it worked. Maybe let's go this way. Let's see if the NPC's over here. Okay. PS5 must be doing some heavy lifting. People are asking if it's PS5 or PC. Generally a very pretty game. I'm gonna need to monitor my stamina a little bit more. Yeah, the player count on Steam is insane. Apparently like 80% of the purchases on Steam have been from China, and that's, I think, really showing the power of that market. There's a lot of people that like to play. What the frick? An aged ginseng. Dude, just die already. You're a plant. No frickin' heck. That guy was like, dude, don't be pulling my hair. The combat definitely has a bit of a vibe to it, like once you get into the rhythm of... I kept saving that white dot. I was like, oh, I need to save it for my ability. Oh, frick. I have immobilized. Ooh, okay. Yeah, for those of you curious, I am playing the PS5 version. I do have it on performance mode. I do have motion blur set to weak. I was very critical of the performance mode on Twitter. I still am. I think it gets very sort of muddy and blurry when you're moving. The image degradation's pretty significant. It does seem to do a pretty good job of maintaining 60 FPS, but it also is doing that at the cost of image quality. So... so that has a cooldown on it, I guess. Where's this jerk that was shooting at me? Loser. Okay, so we came this way. Alright, where's this NPC, boys? I killed that giant baby and I can't get his soul yet. I'm gonna have to remember where I fought him. Wasn't it right here? Wait, his soul is gone. When you start to search for the Dragon Balls? I'm not sure. I didn't interrupt your meditation. Bro. I wonder if we can beeline to him after resting. Oh, you can reclaim it at a shrine later. Okay. Okay. Guys, if you're enjoying the show, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can talk in my chat. Subscribing is totally free. Smash the like button. Let's hit 300 likes. That'd be so helpful for the video. We'll find more folks. I do a daily talk show. We do regular uploads as well. And we appreciate you being here. Thanks for gifting members, becoming members, all the people that have been upgrading their memberships. Let's see. Okay, so we would go left, up, and then across the bridge. Okay. I think I want to refill my gourd before we go fight him, and I think I have some sparks to spend. Okay. Slightly increases critical hit chance. Great. Yeah, I'm using the... Each sip restores 33. Each sip restores... Yeah, the gourd that I got for the digital deluxe edition just gives me an extra charge, it looks like. Yeah, I have a spark. Okay, let's take a peek here. That seems like a helpful one. Makes the initial dodge more agile and flexible. Yeah. Thank you, Captain Toasty Buns, for renewing your membership. He bumps the line. All member pluses and VIP renewals count in the weekly goal. Man, that's 80. Setting us up for a 20 bomb. Don't let it be mash. You guys need to stop letting Match do all the heavy lifting. What the... I don't understand. What the frick was that? The controls on this thing that he does is really weird. He just keeps doing it. Oh, that was unfortunate. The whole reason we went back to rest was so we could be full health for the boss fight, and this douchebag on the bridge just wrecked me with his 85 fire arrows. Yeah, I couldn't do anything, Zubair. It totally stun locked me. I just stood there and every single one of those arrows, I couldn't do anything. Do enemies respawn? They do. And the other thing that's weird is that the left bumper thing where you do this, I can't stop it. You press L1 and he does that whole motion. If I hold it... Oh. it consumes stamina. The first time I did it, I only did it for like a few seconds, so I thought it didn't last that long. You're supposed to just hold it until he's done. I didn't know that it used stamina. Okay, let's try this again. Again, I wish more people in like did the Elden Ring thing where like your stamina doesn't get consumed when there's no enemies around. Because I run up to this bridge and then I have no stamina and then I go to deflect and I can't deflect. Like I think that's something that I think Elden Ring got right. See? So it wasn't that I couldn't do it. It was that they eat your stamina because you're running, and then so you run up to the bridge and you're like, I have no stamina. So I deflect like one arrow, and then I'm like, I'm out of stamina, bro. And then he just gets to shoot you a bunch. Yo, First to Fire does a brand new member plus and takes us to 81. And Mash with the 20 bomb. This guy's insane. He takes us to 101. That's Agents of Chaos work right there. Thank you so much. All right, let's go fight this guy. What's up, dude?
又是只猴子。施主不如放下棍吧，也同我学点佛法，如何？
Yeah, let's do this. Ooh, okay, okay. Oh. Nice. Got him. And a 20 bomb from Silent Spartan. Yeah, the combat's sick. The combat's sick, dude. It feels really good. Like when I messed up and I said nice, like I really respected the attack. I was like, that's nice. I messed that up. Like that was a good fight. Transform into a wolf and inflict Scorchbane. Very cool. Weapons and valuables cherished by Yaguais often carry lingering obsessions. Collecting them grants the ability to briefly take their form. Each transformation has its own strength, making them worth experimenting with. Transformation continuously consumes might and requires a full gauge to initiate. Using spells during a transformation further depletes might, and once it's fully depleted, detransformation occurs. Subsequently, might will gradually recover. Very cool. Yo, and Legend renews a VIP and takes us to 122. If you're one of the lucky people that just got a gifted member from Silent Spartan or from MASH, we also got a renewal from Cardoc Ren. Cardoc Ren renewed a VIP. Thank you so much. I was in the middle of the fight and I didn't get to shout that out. Thank you, Cardoc. If you guys got a gifted membership, be sure to say thank you. Also, if you upgrade to Member Plus, you can kind of double dip. You can move the weekly goal, and you can help us with our milestone. Currently, we're at 515, and we're going for 600. Yeah, good word on smashing the pots. What's this? Okay. Seems like it wants me to go over here. Another VIP renewal from the Salty Gamer.
你这猴儿，顽性不改，这下不妙，都知道你闯进来了。这钟声洪亮清朗，惊动了这儿的妖精。再往前走，可要万万小心。
Yo, Rabbit just renewed and rounded us out to 125. I owe you guys 10 members. Okay, so performance isn't bad with respect to frame rate. I don't like the FSR technology that they're utilizing. I think creates a very blurry and muddy image. I think the performance mode is really bad, actually. Like, I don't like it. I was very critical of the performance mode on Twitter last night. The gameplay, the feel and vibe of the game, the combat is all just awesome. It really, really is. But performance mode, they're utilizing what many consider to be kind of inferior technology with FSR, and you can really sense it. Doc, you haven't changed the control scheme to match Sekiro. Hope the game grows on you. Thank you, Silent Spartan, for the 5 spot. Why would I switch to Sekiro controls? Dodge on circle seems to make the most sense to me, and there's no real parrying. I'm a little lost. I would take FF16's performance over this muddy mess. No, I can adjust to this. I actually have already kind of adjusted to it. It's not as bad. Final Fantasy 16's performance mode drives me crazy because as soon as you're exploring, it looks like garbage. It's like, 30 and 40 frames a second. Chinese Wukong. We don't speak Chinese. Let me see if I can Google Translate. Make sure that you're, not being bad. Like, hang on a second. They might be. Black Myth is the most fun, they said. They said they like the monkey. They said, smooth out the bumps and become a great road, overcome the difficulties and dangers and set off again. So they're just, I think they're also speaking maybe some Chinese proverbs. Yeah, I'm on performance mode right now. Yeah. YouTube doesn't do this game any favors, like, because of the compression. But, yeah, it's muddy and blurry when you're moving around. The more you focus on the player, the less noticeable it is. Like if you focus on the monkey, but... yeah. Yeah, I should probably drink. Just learn there's a counter-like move in the game. It's a game changer. Did you have to unlock it?
是黑风怪的道友，自称灵虚子。以你现在的道行，恐怕糟了！小猴子，快逃，还来得及！
Oh, you do? You have to unlock it? Okay. I can craft armor. Allows us using the gourd while sprinting. Wait, is there other types I can make? Yes. Oh, if you wear all four, moderately increases sprint speed. When sprinting, each second moderately increases attack. This effect can stack up to 10 times. That's why it's called Swift Pilgrim. Oh, that's kind of cool. I need to look at what I'm currently wearing and see if I want to change anything. Yeah, let's do that, because the sprinting costing stamina is kind of annoying. And you can increase the, each talent will increase the damage of the next attack of a perfect dodge when you're in your transformation, it looks like. Moderately increases the will gained while defeating an enemy. Moderately increases the will gained. So these are all... It makes sense, right? He's covered in money. I feel like the armor I could make was helping with defense, wasn't it? Weren't they all stronger? Yeah, they're all stronger on defense. So... I need a total of 2, 3, 8... 12 yarn. So I don't have quite enough yet. But wait, I think I can buy yarn. Can I not? Yes. I think I just need 2. I thought the one review said the armor didn't really do anything. That seems like a pretty significant switch. I've now switched to an armor set that's more about running and stamina. Wait, what the heck is that? Oh, when sprinting, each second moderately increases the attack. Oh, that's cool. These guys out here saying that the armor doesn't change anything. The frick, did they even play the game? I'm forced to ask why they didn't give out PS5 codes. This isn't a debacle. I said last night I felt like with how the performance mode ran, that was why they didn't give out PS5 codes. Like, maybe they were worried. I don't know. Because I think it looks pretty bad, but I don't think it looks bad enough to not give codes the more that I've played. But again, I mean, they're in their first outing. Maybe they felt like they had to be, you know, more careful. I don't know. Oh, that spending less stamina to sprint one really seems to have helped.
你若进了这道门，便回不了头啦。
Holy frick. No! Oh! Oh gosh. Woo! That felt so good, bro. The timing there. That was legit.
瞧你了，既然结果了他，不妨先把这里翻个底儿朝天。那黑风怪上了灵虚子一颗金丹，若是寻到此物，就算没白来一遭。
I'm telling you, the combat. I'm telling you, the combat's a vibe. Like you actually feel really cool. You know what I mean? You do. You feel good in this game. Like it's a really good level of difficulty too. Like it's challenging, but inflicts considerably more damage bonus on enemies at critical health. Ooh, it does raise my defense, but see, I'll lose the sprinting bonus. I really like that bonus. The wolf mask is pretty cool. I would love a little bit of transmog in this, you know? That'd be pretty cool. Oh, wait, hang on. I think I've got some stuff to spend. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, each talent level increases the distance for light attack. That sounds nice. Moving forward while staff spin initiates mobile spin. Oh. What's over here? Slightly increases stamina recovery rate when depleted. That seems worth it. And this seems worth it. Okay. Okay. Have you used any of their stances yet? No. I'm having a great time with this stance. I'm good for now. They really gave you the run of this room, I guess, if you wanted it. Oh, there's a chest. I can't be the only one that thinks games need to really work on that. Like, can you just make it a proximity? Like, make a circle around this, make a proximity, and when I hit right trigger, it just moves me into position to open it. This whole, like, you have to stand in this 2 centimeter spot and look just exactly to the left to open a chest. Like, how have games not figured out how to not do that? It seems so unnecessarily tedious. A miraculous pill concocted by the god of longevity in the southernmost reaches of the land that massively increases maximum health. Well, all right. Thank you. Drink a little bit. It's a little drinky drink. What's the difference in the stances? If you've seen the trailers, there's the one where, like, your staff gets longer and longer, and then you can, like, sit on top of it, like, bring down a huge crashing smack. Okay, so I'll probably get a red dot there when I can make new armor. Okay. Well, chat, I'm in. The game got me. The performance mode is just tolerable enough. Daybok. Good enough's not good enough for me. I have standards, but good enough is good enough for this peasant. Starting back to the game. I don't know if you've seen all your skill trees in your menu yet. There's a menu where you can get more white dots and stances. More white dots. Oh, over here. Good word. Yeah, I've been ignoring this. I'm largely in Smash Stance, which enables sprinting while charging. Wait, have I not been using my heavy attack right? Are you supposed to charge it? I've just been tapping triangle. That's a cool little secret. Hold to charge. Tap it once is the basic move. Oh. You've not unlocked any of the stance moves yet, really. The skill tree unlocking is more of your main body. Okay. So it's not a tap-tap. It's a tap-hold, right? Tap-tap. Just gotta do a little tap-tap, chat, you know? Everybody likes a little tap-tap. You press triangle, which then makes your next attack heavy, but you can charge it up. Got it. Holy frick! So that time I charged it up. In good news, I don't get annoyed by Madam's lack of reloading if she just keeps dying by falling to her death. That's good. She did quite a bit of that. Sadu.
路上可曾见到那些无主的孤魂？灵韵不散，浮于空中。唉，可惜你的葫芦不中用，我这葫芦又认主。哎呀，哎，我有一法，可超度孤魂，归拳反真，与你必有帮助。 这才像样，不能装天，却可渡人。荡去痴念，早入轮回。
Okay. Under the guidance of a wise master, the Destined One has mastered the art of spirit absorption. The Gourd possesses remarkable divine capabilities, allowing it to absorb the lingering wills of spirits left behind by formidable Yagwais who have been defeated. Okay, so you guys said I could get the one that I missed. Retrieve spirits. And a 10-bomb member gift from Light Leap. Thank you so much, Light Leap. You guys are absolutely crushing it today. Thank you so much. Reduces the cost for the skill. Take the form of a wandering spirit, bow with the utmost devotion, and ram the foe with your bronze skull. Spirit cultivated. Okay. Oh, I see it. R2 and L2 will do it. I don't understand. Does it have to? Oh, it has to charge up. Okay. All right, let's go at rest. I was trying to do the L2 R2 thing. It has to, it's a meter that has to charge up. Okay. Oh, I guess he was like a mini boss. Oh no, there he is. I love it. I love that move. Boom. You just smack your head on him. What the frick? I was like, they're not targetable. Literally reading it now. There's a spell parry and then another thing that requires a stave and is combo dependent upon enemy attacks. So it's not like a parry you can do all the time. It's a spell parry and a thing that requires a stave and is combo dependent. So it's not like a parry on demand kind of a thing. Guys, thanks for a big turnout for gameplay. I greatly appreciate it. Take a quick second and smash the like button. Let's shoot for 400 likes, man. We were cruising for a while there. And this video can do well even once I'm not live. So we have more show for you today. More show for you today. We'll be covering the Gamescom opening night live with Jeff Keighley. Oh, golly. What happened? Do you feel the reviews fit the game? I definitely think the 6 out of 10s are ridiculously too low and unwarranted. I mean, obviously, I haven't beat the game. I just think 6 should be reserved for a game that is arguably very bad or, you know, not really even worth considering. I've not seen anything in any of the reviews. I've not seen anything in my experience that would justify a 6 out of 10. I definitely could see why people would give it a 7 or an 8 because I do think there are going to be issues with repetitious gameplay, you know, repetitious combat. I got like poison on me. Does it go away eventually? that didn't do it. So is it just... It's just on me. Until I rest? Okay, the poison's gone now. That feels like a really long time for poison. Goodness gracious. You can build out your character a lot. Surprised me a bit. Oop. Junior, switch out. You probably have an antidote on you. Let's see. Yes. Okay. So we're going to want to buy those at the little stations when we can. Because that seems like a really long time to be poisoned. What the frick? It's more like a counterattack. You time your heavy to land as the attack is about to hit you, but you have to be mid-combo for the heavy. Oh, to do that. Huh. It's a mimic plant. Yeah, that's the second mimic plant we've had. Yeah, it's done that to me a couple of times, so I went to jump and hit triangle, and it just didn't do it. I'm not sure why that happens. That's like the second or third time. There's some oddities with, I guess you would call them some kind of input drop. Because these guys have no posture to speak of. Probably best just to wail on them with light. Instead of wasting a heavy attack on them. Like, they're so easy to defeat. Like, you just stun lock them into oblivion. Stamina? Oh, did I not have stamina, Paul? I'm just so used to not using stamina when sprinting in games. Like, I'm going to have to get back into the habit of monitoring that. Are you able to reposition HUD items? No. Doesn't seem like you can move HUD items around. Are you wanting to see what's behind me? I suppose I could get out of the way for you guys. All right. Is this where we came? Yeah, that's where we came from. Top right corner. I feel like I'm good right here. I don't feel like I'm in the way of anything.
小僧法名广谋，若是今日死在你手，帮我带句话给师傅。肉眼凡夫，求而不得神仙苦，半荣半枯，几人之事，长生。
You got me. Oh, you would move health, mana, and stamina to the top left? I can't remember how far back we had a little save point. Okay, I think we have to... Wait. Yeah. Okay. So I wonder if this is like a Souls game. Can I run past these guys and go back and fight that guy? Like, do they de-aggro eventually? Yes. Somewhere over here on the right. Yeah, here we go. Oh. Flying things got you a couple times. It seems like you got to kind of sprint under them or away from them. Okay. Yeah, you already told me that. Okay. So this one, watch the demo. Oh, he spawns snakes that are like turrets. The immobilize is crazy. It's really nice. It's really nice. It's such an e-break. Like, oh no, like you just like freeze them. Yo, a gifted member from Harbinger, and then a 5-bomb comes in from Siege Master. Guys, thank you so much for hitting the members count today, man. Thank you very much. 141 on the day. Appreciate you very much. Blood of the Iron Bowl. To cultivate a stronger spirit, this is what you need. So do you level the spirits up or something? I am playing on the PS5. I am playing performance mode. I do have some criticisms of performance mode on the PS5. Like, I think it maintains 60 generally pretty well. That's where it wants me to go. Hang on. But it's at the cost of image, you know, quality. It gets kind of muddy. It gets kind of blurry. I don't like it. I mean, I like the game. I don't like performance mode. Can basically level up everything. Okay, thank you. I appreciate the feedback and the input, guys. I always like when folks are going a little bit ahead and know. I'm on PS5. What's the resolution in performance mode? I'm not sure. You're probably going to have to hold to cultivate. So what does cultivating do? Upgrades it? It'll reduce the cost. Oh. So Blood of the Iron Bull will level up, is required for this one. Oh, because I've already cultivated this one. I understand. So now it requires both Will and Blood of the Iron Bull. I understand. Okay, okay. Got it. Got it. Eventually we'll have things to store. Buy 4 of those. One of each of those. That should be good. Wait, which way did we come? Okay, yeah, we came from that way. Hang on, yeah, there was something back here. Oh, Narrows with 15 months of membership so far. And the time you played, is it good? Would you recommend picking it up? I have to recommend it with the big caveat. If you're going to run performance mode on the PlayStation, you just need to know that, like, it maintains 60, I think, pretty well, but there's just a lot of image degradation and fuzziness and blurriness. It's another monkey man.
蛇胆用来泡酒，倒是清热解毒的佳品。来，小老弟，里面请。
Maybe put PS5 in the title of the video. I mean, it's in the description. I was hearing the PC version was not so good yesterday. PC version is going to be really subjective to your PC. A lot of people are having a perfectly fine time with it. It has like a 96% on Steam. If a game doesn't run well on Steam, it's not going to get a 90-something percent. No way. Molyun says, alright, this is the part of the game where it took a big dip for me. The combat begun to get really on my nerves, so I'm curious how you'll get along. Maybe it's just me, you're doing well though. Okay. So this guy will let me upgrade my gourds, drinks. Okay, we need fragrant vine. Coconut wine, each sip. Okay. Brew. What the frick? Moderately increases poison resistance. For a brief moment after using the gourd, slowly recovers a small amount of health. Okay. Yeah, if a game has performance issues, like glaring performance issues on PC, it's not going to get a 96% on Steam. Even if you only look at the English reviews, because it is getting pretty high praise and high engagement in China. Even if you just look at the English reviews, it has a 93. Perhaps PS5 just needs an optimization update. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Generally speaking, the opinion of people that seemingly know more than me think that they could upgrade the FSR, and that might help. They're utilizing FSR to maintain the frames, and that's where the muddy blurriness comes from. It's gonna be a fight in the water, huh?
凤兮凤兮，何德之帅？往者不可见，来者犹可追。小师傅，天色已晚，你来我这修身之地大开杀戒，到底是何居心呢？
Thank you, Patrick Q. I can see what you're talking about with the combat. All of a sudden, I feel like a lot of the issues with inputs are coming home to roost. Numerous times in that fight, I had stamina and my buttons weren't doing anything. I hit jump, nothing. Hit heavy, nothing. Like my character just stood there. I don't know if the water is interfering or something, but there were numerous times in that fight like I felt like my inputs were not registering. It happened when I was in the wolf form. It happened when I wasn't in the wolf form. I don't know. There was definitely some issues going on there with input. It was very bizarre. I double-checked multiple times. I had stamina, and I just wouldn't jump. The frames were dipping. Yeah, maybe we're getting some frame timing issues or something, or frame pacing. I don't know. It was really acting up. It didn't feel smooth. Yeah, it's not letting me heal. I had to hit heal 3 times just there. Loser? Yeah, there's something going on with inputs. I had to hit heal 3 times to heal. He just wouldn't do it. Oh, a phase 2. It took me 3 times to heal again. It just, well, he won't do it. Yeah, I'm hoping that it's the water. If the fights keep going this way, I'm not going to be able to play a game that just ignores your inputs. It's infuriating. Like, when you have a moment to heal, like, that's super important in games like this. And when it just ignores your inputs, it's like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing here? Are you supposed to hold the button down? No, it's quite literally the same as any game I've ever played. You just hit it once and he drinks. Like, if you're supposed to hold it down, I haven't been. I've just been tapping it once and it's been working just fine. And in this fights, you can't heal while running. Yeah, but there were times where I was just standing still and he wouldn't do it. No, I'm not. You guys aren't understanding. I'm not getting hit. I'm not getting hit. You're not understanding, or you're not watching when I'm saying that it's happening. I'm quite literally not. It's not doing things when I'm telling it to do it. It's dropping inputs. I can't tell if it's because of the frame rate issues or what, but it I'm not getting consistency in the combat all of a sudden. I'm not dodging when I feel like I'm supposed to dodge. I'm not. Everything feels like a second behind all of a sudden. And I don't know if it's like a frame pacing issue. The water or something is causing the frame rate to go all over the place. And I feel like it's affecting the combat significantly. It doesn't feel tight anymore. And that attack is just a straight stun lock. I can't get out of it. Right there, it ignored my heavy. I jumped and did a heavy attack, and it just straight up ignored me. It did it again. Yeah, there's input response when you try to heal, so I just tried to heal and he hits me. There's times where it just ignores my input. I had full stamina, I jumped, I went to do a heavy because I saw he was in a neutral, and it just ignores my input. I'm telling you, it did that a couple times earlier, and we thought, oh, maybe it was my stamina. I had full stamina, I jumped, ignored my heavy, jumped, ignored my heavy. Like, you can't win a fight like this if the game's just gonna ignore your choices. Like, that's really irritating. I beat the frog boss in water, didn't have those problems. I'm telling you, like, it's dropping inputs throughout the entire fight. I get stun locked by at least 2 of his flurries, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it ignored my heavy again. He was in a freaking neutral, and I tried to do a freaking heavy, and now I... He was in a neutral, and so I went to jump in heavy, and it just ignores my input. It's like, come on, man. Those are huge opportunities to get good damage, and instead I end up landing, and I'm like, what the frick is going on? And then I get hit. Can your monitor display the frame rate even if you can't see it? No. I mean, you can clearly see it's frame dropping almost the entire fight. It's constantly dropping frames. If you have no charges... You had no, that's incorrect. I had a white dot, homie. I had a white dot. I had a white dot. I had it. It was down in the corner. I saw it. You're not crazy. I don't know if it's the water combining with it or what, but the fight is bugged. People need to get this fight on PS5 and they'll see. Yes, I'm telling you, something weird is going on. Like, I'm constantly not doing what I'm telling my character to do. Like, I'm constantly telling him to either dodge or jump heavy. You guys are like, you didn't have a heavy. Yes, I did, because it failed to do it, and then I did it a second later. What, you think I just magically got a white dot for missing or not doing anything? Like, I literally went to do it, didn't get it, and then a second later I did it anyway. It wasn't like I got a white dot for nothing. You get white dots for hitting him. It did it right there. It did it right there. You guys see, it won't even let me pause the game. I can't even pause the game. I just had to hit pause 3 times to pause it. Jiminy Christmas. It wouldn't even pause. What in the world? I just did it. I have a white dot, and it just did it. No heavy. I jumped at him when he was in a neutral. I hit triangle, and nothing. Don't tell me I don't have a heavy. It did it again. It did. It did it again. It's just ignoring my inputs, bro. I have a heavy right now. I have a white dot. And there he finally does it. Does the pause button have a white dot? Right, Sadiqwa? It's like it wouldn't even let me pause it. I had to hit the pause button 3 or 4 times before it would pause the game. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's literally ignoring inputs. Like, how are you supposed to win a super tight, challenging fight when it like literally is just not accepting inputs? Like that pause like did a black screen. What the frick? What if switching from 30 frames per second mode fixes it? Yeah, I wonder if just for this fight we should run like balance mode or something and see if it doesn't help. Just put up with the lower frame rate. It's so bad. Like when you don't even let the player pause the dadgum game, that's a serious problem. It's like it's literally not letting my controller communicate to the video game. Like right there, I can pause it anytime I want. See? It's not like you're not allowed to pause in a boss fight. See? No, it ignored my heavy right there. You can only pause it when you're not moving at all? Are you serious? You can't be in motion and pause it? Oh, for Pete's sakes. Oh, that was frustrating.
是大哥要我来此做个内应，这才假意听命于那熊皮，守着后山要道。知君命不偶，同病亦同忧。观音禅院是烧没了，可那长老的冤魂没有散。贪根不拔，无数常在。你真正想要的东西，忘了最好。那三口中，你可都见过了。
Yeah, I seriously think... Dude, can you shut the frick up? Jiminy Christmas, the longest speech ever. You're annoying in life and in death. I seriously think it was the mode. I switched it. I feel like I got more consistency. I do. I feel like my dodges were more consistent. Do you see how many perfect dodges I got once I switched off of performance mode? Like, there was clearly something wrong. The frames were all over the place, and it made it to where, like, I literally felt like my controller was messed up. I was like, what the frick is going on? Like, I couldn't dodge consistently. I was consistently trying to do that. I'm telling you, jumping when they're in a neutral and jumping and doing that heavy is really helpful. It kind of stuns them, and it opens up for good damage. And I kept trying to do that when he was in a neutral, and I just wouldn't do it. So then I would land in front of him, and he's like, what are you doing, idiot? And then he would hit me. Yeah, I hope that doesn't continue, because that was a cool fight. Like, his moves were cool, his telegraphs were cool, like... all right, I'm just muting the game. I'm getting annoyed. Like, Jiminy Christmas, I just want to talk to you guys. I really do. Like, the fight was cool. His moves were cool. His telegraphs were very readable. He had a couple of moves where, like, I started figuring out, I was like, okay, if he does that, I just need to kind of eternally dodge to the side instead of trying to go, like, back and forth. And then he had that one where he would, like, swing really big, and then the water would erupt afterwards. He had a great move set. He was a cool boss, but, like... I literally couldn't rely on my controller to do anything. Like, I wouldn't heal, I wouldn't do my heavy, I wouldn't dodge. It was like, I seriously think performance mode's gonna need some kind of a patch. It's gonna need some kind of a patch. It's like, the frame rate in that fight was so terrible. It made it almost impossible to, like, some of his moves, the frames would, like, drop, and he'd all of a sudden be behind me, and, like, I felt like it affected the camera. Like, the camera would be slow to spin around and see him. I was like, dude, come on. Where is the bell? You guys said don't forget to ring the bell. Where is it? Nobody talks over Lono. There's nothing more annoying as a streamer than being like, oh, cool, I'm done with this thing. Let me talk to chat. And somebody goes on like an 8-page monologue. It's like, dude, shut up. Like, where's the bell? I don't want to go the wrong direction. Trigger something. Is it in here? I can't see. No, that's an enemy. Did you fight the frog yet? No. I need a streamer mode where you just shut the F up for a minute, right? It's like, just be quiet. Let me celebrate the victory without your diatribe. I traded multiple times with Mesmer. Like, I would kill Mesmer as I died, and his stupid long speech made it to where I couldn't get credit. It wouldn't count it. That was so irritating. That's an interesting... Okay. I'm telling you, that jump and heavy is just such a great, it's just such a great move. I love it. It's like my favorite thing to do. It's an interesting mechanic, though, to hide the bell. Like, you beat the boss, you're supposed to ring the bell. Like, what if I would have just kept going through that cave and forgot to go back or didn't even know to come over here? Did you kill the big frog that gives you a special ability? Oh, the frog is a secret boss. Lono and Jump Heavies. Name a more iconic duo. I love it. Game needs a map. A lot of the reviewers said the game needs a map for sure. Yeah. Oh, the bells are optional? Oh, I thought you were like, I thought it was like part of the main story, like we were ringing the bell after every boss fight. You gotta find the frog. I turned off motion blur and I think that may have helped. Wait, you turned off motion blur and it helped with the input stuff? That, I'm telling you, that was terrible. It was so frustrating. It was like, bro, I'm like, what's happening? Like, it's not acknowledging my my presses. Oh, that's slick looking. Massively reduces stamina cost when in water. Oh, water does have an effect on your stamina. Oh, this is poison resistance as well. That might be worth it. That's what's equipped. I could make something that's weaker. Wait, what am I missing here? Oh. Oh. Cool. Twin serpent staff. That's dope. Yo, member plus from Devin Can Fly for 60 months. Thank you for giving us a home loan. Wukong. So fun to say. And then Joker Quinn gifts a member. That bumps the membership line to 44. So you're telling me if I'm in motion... No, I'm in motion and I just paused it. Whoever said that earlier, that's not correct. You can totally pause it when you're in motion. That there was 100% something going on in that fight that was causing some very serious and very strange input issues. I don't think I've ever had a game that wouldn't let me pause it. Like, I don't think I've ever had that experience. Is this a Stellar Blade like, technically? I don't think it's like Stellar Blade. I like Stellar Blade's combat, I think, a bit more than this. Because of the focus on parry. You meant dodging fighting? Oh, you're right. That's super weird. So you can be running. You can be running and you can pause it. If you are dodging, you cannot pause it. Oops. That is so bizarre. Maybe PC doesn't have input issues? I mean, I don't know if it's an input issue with PlayStation. I think it was that fight. That fight was having all kind of frame rate issues. I was constantly dropping frames, which could mess with frame pacing, which could in turn, that could create issues with input. It could. Isn't Sekiro like that too? I don't know. Yeah, right. Oh, brother.
阿弥陀佛，那3口红钟终于响了。徒儿们，又有外面的老爷们过来了，给我带新宝贝了。我看不见样貌，但我能闻到那股骚味儿。莫非是你？你回来了！定是你把那袈裟藏起来了，快还给我！
Oh, he's got minions. I hit dodge, bro. Come on. Dude, I swear to you, I'm freaking dodging before that lands. Freaking inputs are messing up again, dude. Come on! Constantly resetting my sprint, dude. I swear, the input dropping is so frustrating. It's so frustrating. It wasn't that fight. It's the game. It just did it to me again. I keep jumping and hitting heavy, and it doesn't do it. I keep having to do it a second time. It's so frustrating, dude. I'm going to try turning off the motion blur. It's so irritating. It's like, how many times did you watch me? I'd go up to him, I'd jump, and just nothing. It's like... Oh, how does that... I mean, I don't know how to not get frustrated by that. It's like the game's just ignoring my inputs. Multiple neutral opportunities. Oh, I was trying to keep him alive with the healing. What? I wasted my immobilize. I don't know who got it. One of these guys must have gotten hit by it. That's unfortunate. I like the mechanics of the fight. I just... The input drops are just so infuriating. Get the frick out of here. Yes! Phase 2, right? Even there, massive frame drop. When we finally got the victory. No, the game is super choppy, Justin. It's really frustrating. It's genuinely hurting the combat. Like, it's very irritating. Like, there's constant frame drops, there's constant input drops. Numerous times in that fight, like, I would have a heavy, I would have him stunned, I would go to jump to do the heavy, and the game's like, nah, you didn't push the button. It's like, dude, frick all the way off with that. You cannot have a game that is like this. It's too quick. It's demanding way too much of the player to run the way that it does. The people saying that they're having zero problems and there's no performance issues, they're either not being honest or they can't see them. Like, I genuinely have a really hard time believing the people who are like, oh, I'm playing on PS5, I've not had any problems. I just had 2 boss fights in a row with a ton of frame drops and a ton of input drops. So I don't know.
必有我招。当年大圣从广目天王那里借来的神器，居然还在这里。你想必是超度过那个人了。缘起缘落，只因多看一眼。天色不早，赶紧上山吧。
You have to be careful about people claiming that the game is running smooth off the bat. They play for 15 minutes and they're like, it's smooth. Turning off motion blur seemed like it helped a little bit, Zubair. I still dropped inputs multiple times in the fight. Like, once I land a really big combo, I like to then slam him with the heavy, because he's stunned. I'm just trying to get to a place to save it. Which I feel like would be this way, but I might be wrong. When you pull off a full combo and he's like, ah! It feels so great. Hang on, let's go back. This is the way we're supposed to go. It just looks not smooth and choppy. I don't get Game of the Year vibes from this. I mean, the combat feels so good. It really does. But the minute that starts happening, it's infuriating because, like, you don't know. You're like, am I making a mistake? Did I run out of stamina? Did I mistime my dodge? It's like, I don't know. I don't have any confidence that the game is running well. You know? Like, there's multiple times where, like, I thought I dodged, and I'm like, I don't know. Did I mistime the dodge, or did it drop my input? Right? Like, it's not hard to know that when I jump at the character, and I have a white dot, and I hit triangle, and the game doesn't do my heavy, it's like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, that's an input drop. That's an obvious one. That's like a super, super obvious one. I've been playing too much Returnal. I keep hitting triangle to try to engage with the items. Yeah, I switched to balanced in the snake fight, and it seemed like it helped a little bit because the frame rate was more stable. It was like constantly at 45. So the big frame drops are a significant issue. You know? That's your... yeah, I'm on performance now with motion blur off. Oh, I have a lot of sparks. Looks like it's running smoother than Rise of the Ronin. I mean, it depends on how you classify smoother because you are getting, I think, a more stable frames per second, but it's so muddy and blurry looking. The FSR is really degrading the image quality. Oh, burn immunity. And gradually increasing focus. Highly effective in specific environments against specific enemies. Okay, so I would hold R2 and then push in the left stick. Okay, so these are vessels. This is a new mechanic that we just, apparently we just got. Oh, dodging no longer interrupts the light attack combo. That feels like it would be good. We definitely need some stamina and some hearts. Okay, I like some of this stuff. They've got some really, really good mechanics. The game runs a dynamic 1080 on performance mode. For anybody saying it looks good and it's fine, frames should not be dropping at all at that resolution. Yeah, I'm telling you, they were dropping constantly in the water fight. They dropped a pretty good amount of times in that fathead fight that I just did. Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to end up going to a waiting room at this point. We're going to end up just going right into my my Gamescom stream because it's going to start at 1:30. So we'll probably go over in about, 20 minutes or so and just hang out before it starts. That's the counterattack. Resolute Strike. Yeah, when you do Resolute Strike, you get to see through incoming enemy attacks and nullify their damage. Enemies that have been seen through are easier to stagger. That seems like a really cool mechanic. Switching to pillar stance allows the Destined One to support himself on his staff and ascend to its top by holding heavy attack, avoiding ground attacks in the process. The more focus points he builds, the higher he perches. If the staff is hit by the enemy while perching, more stamina will be consumed to maintain balance. Yeah, I don't feel like messing with that right now. I think Smash Stance is good enough. Let's upgrade Immobilize. Yeah, if you do it right when they attack, it'll extend the duration and massively increase the damage they take. I like that. They've got some, I mean, the systems in the game, the fighting, all the ideas here are fantastic. It just really, really needs to just run better. That's really all it comes down to. I've really enjoyed the combat. I've thoroughly enjoyed the way that, the way the enemies have their own vibe and feel. I really do. I think the game has such a great vibe and the combat has its own style to it. But it's like, brother, I can't play a game and enjoy myself if I'm sitting here freaking constantly getting irritated at dropped inputs. I wanted to try out the, I knew I was going to be able to do this, so I wanted to try out the thing. Have you showcased quality mode at all? I mean, for like a second, I just can't stomach it. The 30 frames is just so gross. Deals additional damage to the enemy upon crashing their immobilization. Upon crashing the immobilization, the enemy massively reduces the cooldown for the immobilize spell. Oh, so we're going to need silk because I'm going to want to build this whole set. This looks like a great set. Two, 3, 4. We need 4 silk. What? What? Why is there only 2 to buy? Oh, I wonder if we can travel to another one. So we're at the front hills. Oh, so this is like everywhere? So how I don't understand. How do you get more silk then? I guess you just have to keep your eyes open, like, for the stuff on the ground and stuff. Limited per chapter. Yeah, it's almost like we're not going to be able to build this set and wear it because I was only able to buy 2 and we need 4. Wait, I don't understand. I bought silk and now I don't have it? I'm not losing my mind. You guys watch me buy the silk, did you not? Didn't we make... What the heck? Didn't we make the... We made the helmet and then we came here and bought 2 silk. Oh, I bought yarn. I'm stupid. There is no silk to buy. I thought I was buying silk. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Can you craft? No, you can't craft. You can't craft silk. Okay, so you must just have to find it. Hang on. I think I missed some stuff back there. I think Stone Spire gift a member. And that takes us to 145. Thank you, Stone Spire, putting us a 5 bomb away from 150. And a renewal from Dillian. 13 months. Hey, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Been watching you for a while. Inspiring. Thank you. I have nothing to sell. Okay. Oh, that's kind of a bummer. All right, so the shop at the beginning of chapter 2 sells it. All right. So we definitely want to put this back on so that we still get our perk. Oh, wait. We need to go back to where we were. Wait, where were we? I don't know where we were. I thought that's where we were. I thought that's what it showed me. I must have misread the menu. I thought it had that area highlighted. Was this where I was? Where the frick were we? Oh, the gourd guy is here, isn't he? He's like in the cave. Maybe that's what it was telling me, is I can do something with him, but I can't remember where he is. Gosh, the lack of a map. I get why people said that now. I can't remember how to get to him. He's in this area. Oh, I know where he is. I know where he is. He's up here before that pathway down, isn't he? It's like you go here and before the path down. Yeah, he's like tucked in here. Oh, it made it seem like he had something for me. He doesn't sell still. Stay aside from the wooden... Yeah. Now I just got to figure out where I was. Where the frick were we? It was in this area. So we were in the bamboo grove. Probably the back hills. Dark Souls also doesn't have maps. Yeah, but this isn't a Dark Souls game, dude. Is this where we were? I don't remember where we were. Oh, you can get silk by defeating enemies? We need to go back in the stream to see where was I when I was trying to make that. Yo, Albert Fourline says, how's the performance? On PS5 performance mode, I think is actually pretty bad. It's muddy, it's blurry. I'm dropping frames in hard fights. I'm dropping inputs in hard fights. It's actually pretty irritating. We were outside the forest. I think. Were we? Or was that after? Yeah, no, we were cave. We were cave interior. I found it. I had to literally go back on the stream. I was like, where the frick were we? Okay, travel. Cave interior. Nothing a patch wouldn't fix. I mean, a lot of people think that if they update the FSR, it'll help. I mean, the input drops. Yeah, they gotta patch that. I don't know what the frick's causing that. We're assuming it's because of the frame pacing and the frame issues. Cause it's bad. Because the fights have these really tight windows of like where you're supposed to capitalize, and when it drops your input, it's like, what the frick? What am I supposed to do?
500年了，我重建了观音禅院，规模比之前的更大。那些葬身火海的僧众，化为孤魂野鬼。 在这黑风山间游荡，是我亲手将他们超度。我甚至把那些经书残卷一一复原。但我知道，总有一天，你还是会找上门来。
Come out of there, dude. I'm not fighting that daggum corner.
待观音坐下，游山大神，休得放肆！什么手段？
It's so bad, dude.
哪儿那么容易啊？
It's so bad. I feel like I'm constantly fighting with the game and not the boss. Like, I'm constantly fighting with the game. I dropped inputs that entire fight. When I tried to transform, I had to, like, mash the button. Why? Like, just do it. When I tried to do immobilize, I had to hit it 2 or 3 times. When I tried to do jump heavies, I just jump and don't do it. Like, constantly fighting with the game and constant frame drops. So frustrating to have such a great game, like, plagued.
不从棍技之法，也敢击无心咒？你的铜头铁脑呢？往志，命已为师傅手中，一人败了。 好好的禅院全被你毁了！
Suck it. It's so hard to get into a flow state. It's so hard to get into a flow state. 'Cause you can't tell if it's you making a mistake or if it's the game.
这巨型散气之术看着花里胡哨，实则不难掌握。这黑风怪学艺不精，去了趟南海也不见长进。他刚才的几番变化，遗留了不少元气在此。正好，小老儿收下来用。
Cloud set. Dispersing into a mist allows for an escape that provides an opportunity to execute Unveiling Strike. You can't tell animation window? It's extremely hard to get into a flow state because there are times where you're like, did I make a mistake? Did I mistime the dodge? Or did the game drop my input? Because I'm doing that jump heavy, and there are times where it just completely ignores my input. There are times where I go to dodge, and I feel like it just completely ignores my input. So it's hard to get into a flow state because you're like, did I make a mistake? Do I need to adjust? Do I need to dodge earlier? Do I need to dodge later? There was one time in that fight where I know I misjudged it. I did a dodge, and then he did a big wind up, and I dodged too early. And that's how you learn. That's how you improve. But it's like, I can't improve and get into a flow state if I don't know, am I making a mistake? Am I waiting too long to press it? Like when I'm holding down right trigger and I'm waiting to immobilize him right before he does an attack because I get more damage if I do that, I literally can't tell. I cannot, the game's not doing, it's not consistent enough for me to get a good read on, am I doing a good job or a bad job? And so then you start to second guess everything you're doing, and it makes it incredibly frustrating. It's like, I guess I did a good job that fight. I didn't feel like I did anything largely, different. I didn't feel like I suddenly got good. I feel like I just did the exact same thing I did the previous time, and I just, RNG was on my side, and I didn't really drop that many inputs. It's extremely frustrating to have such a cool game, such a beautiful game, and to have it plagued with performance problems that people are either not seeing, minimizing, or, I don't think fairly representing. People are like, I'm not having any trouble. And I'm like, dude, I just don't believe you. I'm having constant performance issues in these fights, and it is drastically affecting my ability to have a good time. Like, I feel like I'm fighting with the game. I'm wrestling with, dropped inputs and frame stutters and awkwardness. And it's just like, it's very, very frustrating. Let's do that. Okay. I'm scheduling our next thing. We got to get moving. Can you cancel out of animations? Yeah. I can totally cancel. You're so close to finishing the chapter. Yeah, but we got a boogie here in at least the next 10 minutes. I was just hoping to find another, Oh, wait, was I supposed to ring a bell there? I didn't even look. Can I go back? Let's go back real quick, just to be sure. No bell, you rang them all? Alright, we should still peruse the area, right? There might be a chest or something. Awaken wine worm? Isn't that the thing I need? I feel like we need that for the gourd guy. Is that just a luck drop, or are you meant to get that there? Oh, the bells were for the big optional boss. Okay, so that's not going to be a continued thing. Yep, that's it. Wait, so if you don't go over there and hit those pots, you don't get the item to upgrade your gourd? Oh my gourd. That's really stupid. All right, this is perfect right here. Okay. All right. Let's go to the corner. Will be a little bit bigger. A couple of people on Reddit are talking about the input delay on PS5. Omar, it's really bad. Like, it's egregious. Like, it's one thing, like, when I was playing Elden Ring, like, I felt like it would happen from, like, time to time. But, like, dude, it's freaking bad. Like, in a couple of those fights, like, you guys saw me. I run up, I jump, and, like, I just don't do anything. I was like, what the heck is going on? All right, I'm going to spam a link in chat. What's the like count on this video? Where'd we land? Guys, could we get 50 more likes? Make sure you like this on the way out before we go over to this opening night live stream. So we played for close to 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours. Okay. All right. Click the link in chat. Let's go over. Let's get this started. Let me pull open the stream. Oh, it'll be the Game Awards. Okay. Okay. Hang on a second. Go back into it. Oh yeah, Wukong is gorgeous. It just, the performance mode is terrible on PS5, and I had nothing but problems in the later boss fights. Just constant, I mean, you guys saw it, just constant frame drops. Even if you don't believe me on the input drops, you can see all the frame rate issues. All right, here we go. Thanks so much for checking out this video. This is going to be my co-stream of Gamescom Opening Night Live. If you're watching the past broadcast, you can see right there. Skip ahead about 20 minutes to start watching the pre-show. We love to be one of the official co-streams of Opening Night Live, as well as the Game Awards, as well as all the other things Keeley does, like Summer Game Fest. I feel like he does really good work, so keep it here for all live coverage this week with Gamescom. We did check out Black Myth Wukong on PS5, and I'm going to be ending that stream and bringing people over. If you want to check that out, check that out. The PS5 performance issues are abundant. I was certainly having some issues with the performance mode. I